Okay, so now we're going to work on multi-step variable equations with variables on both sides. Okay, so that means you have your equal sign, and on one side you have variables, and on the other side you also have variables. Okay, you see we have our x's over here, as well as our x's over here. Okay, now this only changes our equation slightly. Okay? First thing we do is we draw a line down the middle, as always. Okay. Now the second thing we have to do is we have to choose a side where we want to put all of our variables and choose a side where we want to put all of our numbers. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this side for all of my variables and I'm going to mark it. Okay, so I know I am getting all my variables and I'm going to bring them over to this side. Okay? And then I'm going to choose this side for my numbers. Okay? Because in the end our goal is to get all of our variables alone on one side. Okay? So, my first step is to go through each side and figure out what we have to move. Okay? So on this side we have 4x minus 2, right? This is our variable side, so we only want to keep our variables here. So here we put 4x, that's our variable. It is on the correct side. Okay, it's on the variable side. But then we have this minus 2. Okay? That 2 is not on the right side. So we need to move this 2 over to the number side. Okay? Now over on this side we have a 2x. That's a variable, and it's on the number side. So we have to move it back over to the variable side. So we're going to be moving this guy. Okay? So that's our movement. That's how we're going to move things. We got to move this negative 2 over here, and we got to move this 2x over here. So now the question is, how do you move things? Okay? And we've been doing it all along. The way to move something is you make it 0 on one side and then stick it on the other. Okay? So we're moving this negative 2. All right? We're going to make it 0 on this side. So negative 2 plus 2 equals 0. Whatever you do on one side of the equation, you have to do on the other, plus 2. And you'll notice, guys, I'm adding the 2 to the 8 because they are like terms. 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay? So let's bring down what we haven't used. We didn't use our 4x yet. Okay? We didn't use our equal sign yet. We didn't use our 2x yet. And we haven't used our new 10. Okay? So by making it 0 on this side and moving it over to this side, what I did is I made it so that there are no longer any numbers on this side, just variables. Okay? Now on this side we have a variable and a number. We got to get this variable over here. And we're going to use the same trick. Okay? 2x over here is a positive, so we're going to say minus 2x. Okay? 2x minus 2x is 0. Whatever we do on one side, we also have to do on the other. 4x minus 2x, okay, equals 2x. Right? And now let's bring down what we have left. Okay? We still have our 2x, and we still have our 10. All right? Now let's finish this problem, right? We need this coefficient to be a 1. So we're going to say 2 divided by 2. And then we're going to say 10 divided by 2 because whatever we do on one side, we also do on the other. And we end up with x equals 5. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to do one more example with you. Okay, let's try 10 minus 3x equals 2x plus 4. Okay? Always start with our line down the middle. Now let's pick our sides. Okay? I'm going to say variables on this side, numbers on this side. Let's figure out how we have to move things. Okay? We have a 10 over here. Okay? That guy is a number. He's got to go over this way. We're going to move him. All right? We have a negative 3x. This is on the correct side. See? Variable side. Variable. Over here we have a 2x. 2x is a variable. It is on the wrong side. We're going to have to move him. Okay? So now we know our movements. Okay? Now we just have to remember how to move things. Okay? We move things by making them 0 on one side and sticking them on the other. So over here we have a positive 10. If we want to make a positive 10 0, we have to subtract 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. And then we have to subtract 10 on this side, because whatever you do on one side, you also do on the other. 4 minus 10 is negative 6. And you'll notice I subtracted the 10 from the other number because this is not a like term. You cannot subtract it from 2x. Now let's bring down what we have left. Negative 3x equals 2x minus 6. Okay? We have to make this guy 0 on this side and move him over here. So 2x minus 2x. Okay, 2x minus 2x is 0. Negative 3x minus 2x, because whatever we do on one side, we also do on the other, is negative 5x. And what we are left with is negative 5x equals 6. We have to make this coefficient 1, so we're going to divide by negative 5. Whatever we do on one side, we do on the other. Divide by negative 5. Oops, sorry, this was a negative 6. And we are left with x equals negative 6 over 5, negative 5, or, right, these two negative cancel each other out. You end up with x equals 6/5. Okay?